Well, a pleasant good afternoon, folks, and thanks a lot for joining us during an uncertain time for all of us, uncharted waters, that is for sure. And one of those is the machinery business. Well, I have the distinct pleasure, and we've been talking a lot about Big Iron. Big Iron is a partner of ours here on WYXY Classic, and we appreciate that partnership. But more importantly, I have with me today none other than the founder, one of the co-founders of Big Iron Auction. Not only is he a farmer, but he's an auctioneer, an investor, and he has a keen awareness of the farmer's perspective. And he's with me today here during the noon hour. His name is Mark Stock. Mark, thanks a lot for joining us, sir.
Hey, I'm glad to be here.
Well, Mark, how's things out in Nebraska? We are living in a different time, are we not?
We are living in a different time. Last year, this time, everybody was dealing with floods. Water was up to the hips in a lot of places. This year we're dealing with viruses. So there is always something that's thrown into the equation that nobody expects, and we just have to deal with it.
Well, one of the things that you and I talked before we hit the air was despite Wall Street struggles, the virus, the demand for used equipment with the online auction platform remains extremely strong right now, Mark.
Well, we have 27 retirement sales taking place here in March and April on our online platform, and tremendous offering of late model equipment. We've got a lot of F-date auctions as well. And last week on our March 18th online sale, we saw a 20% increase in the number of visitors to our site. Now, a lot of that is because some of the open outcry sales were shut down because of state and federal regulations due to crowd size. Well, our online bidding platform, we don't have to worry about people standing too close to each other because the majority of them are bidding from their smartphones, from their desktop computers.
Right.
They are where they make the majority of their decisions in their shop or at their office table within their homes. And that's why our online auctions continue to carry on. In fact, the sale that we're doing tomorrow, there's over 2,600 items that will be selling. And the first items will start to close at 9 o'clock Central or 10 o'clock Eastern time on our website. So a lot of equipment, a lot of items to choose from. And we always publish the owner's name, so anybody has any questions can always give them a call.
Yep, absolutely. You can talk with the owner directly. But the other thing is, with interest rates being low, a huge inventory of equipment to choose from online with BigIron.com, and that's the website that you can go to register and to see the different auction items. Big Iron Auctions, one, I think it's great that you don't charge a buyer fee.
Yeah, we never have. We call it penalizing a bidder. And so we have never charged a fee for somebody to bid on equipment that's selling on our auction. So if you have an interest in items, you don't have to do a calculation as to how much do I have to add to the purchase price on BigIron.com like so many other sites do. So we've never had a buyer's fee. We don't plan on ever having a buyer's fee on our site. And with the no reserve platform and the lien-free platform, we sure hope people enjoy bidding on our site.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, with me today, Mark Stock, who is the co-founder of Big Iron. And we've got some more to talk about, especially maybe moving equipment across state lines right now. And we'll visit with him and also when the auction starts and we'll be back with Mark Stock from Big Iron here in just a few moments. Once again, folks, here during the noon hour, a lot of us have probably got some excess equipment that we haven't used in probably a year or more, 18 months or so. And machinery now sells clear across state lines, and I have a distinct pleasure, once again, of hanging around with me once again over the phone, Mark Stock, the co-founder of BigIron.com. And we appreciate Mark joining us and staying with us here during the noon hour. Well, the online auction, folks, with Big Iron is a great place to buy. However, Mark, you and I talked about with the COVID-19 virus out there, if we buy something online through BigIron.com, is there any problems getting that farm machinery across state lines? Say if we buy a drill from Missouri, is there any problems getting that equipment back to Illinois and Indiana?
Well, the verbiage that we have read from all the government officials says that agricultural equipment is an essential part of operations for the health and well-being of the United States. So all you have to do is have your invoice and have a document that states this is used for production agriculture. And it is our understanding that all of that equipment can be freighted state to state, even if they are having restrictions, because agricultural equipment is essential to the production of agriculture.
Absolutely. Well, folks, Big Iron Auctions is one of the few companies prepared for this pandemic because it's 100% online. And it's business as usual, and the increase in visitors, the increase of equipment, the robust equipment of inventory out there. Go to bigiron.com, and those auctions are on Wednesdays. There's a huge auction list and lineup tomorrow, and I think that starts pretty well right straight out of the box. What time do the auctions show up on Wednesday to start then, Mark?
They start closing the first items at 10 o'clock Eastern and 9 o'clock Central Time, and that auction will be closing 6 items every minute. But if anything receives a bid when there's 5 minutes or less, it will keep extending until there have been no bids received for a full 5-minute period. The auction will last the majority of the day.
Right.
But once again, if you have questions, we've got a great customer support team. You can call us, and our numbers are posted on our website.
Yep, absolutely. And folks, we've got a great guy in our area, Zach Whitford, in our area, works for Big Iron, and you can also find his numbers. Go to bigiron.com. It's very easy to get a buyer's information there, and to get online and to buy and to sell. Go through bigiron.com. Mark, thank you so much for joining us today, sir, and a great service for all of us here in agricultural land. Thank you so much, Mark.
Hey, thank you for calling.